ಓಕೆನಾ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್ ಫೋನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಲ್ಲ.
Hello and welcome to the International Cup of Joy match number 13. It's a big one today. Bengaluru FC take on Sreenidi Deccan. And we're live from the sports school in Kanakapura. My name is Liam. I'll be your commentator for this afternoon's encounter. And as a bit of a drizzle pours down upon us, it's time for what should be one of the most cracking encounters of this International Cup of Joy. The sixth game of the day, one more after this. We had 7 matches yesterday, action-packed as 7 teams take on each other. And what has already been such an enjoyable, joyous tournament, as the name suggests. Of course, this is an under-14 competition. And 2 big names of the tournament taking part in this game. Bengaluru FC, who've been there, done it all in Indian football and beyond. And Sreenidi Deccan, who in their last few years of existence since they've come about, have taken Indian football by storm as well. But this, of course, the under-14 teams, the senior teams have done a great job in their respective leagues, but it's the juniors who in the International Cup of Joy have a chance to impress and have already impressed, as you would expect. So we kick off BFC versus SDFC. BFC, of course, in the blue, and the Blues as you call them. While Sreenidi Deccan in the orange, their famous colours as well. Down the left-hand side come BFC, Neil Deep with a lot of pace, taking on a few defenders, setting it up, but the clearance comes in. Already a high-octane encounter on the cards. Great opportunity for these youngsters to get their names in and amongst the top players of this age group. Oops, that's a bit of a push into the bench. We started off with 7 games yesterday. This is the 6th game of today. We'll finish off after this. We'll come back tomorrow for the final league stage games, and on Sunday the all-important semi-finals between the top 4 teams, of course, and the final. And BFC with a huge victory versus second kick Ghaziabad. Most recently, goals from Jordan, a couple from Sikho, a couple from Tuboy. Then there was Asif, Arav, Mithai scoring a couple, and Pranav scoring one. There was one own goal as well. Time for a long ball. Decent delivery. Keeper comes for it. Punches it really well. Few spectators coming out as well. Are really excited for this matchup. Proactive goalkeeping once again by Nikota. So that 11-0 victory, of course, will give Bengaluru FC a lot of confidence. Awkward ball cleared away. On the other hand, Sreenidi Deccan winning 4-2 versus DBSS. That'll go out of play. The skipper can't keep that in. Musharraf wearing the captain's armband for the Deccan Warriors. Here he is, using his pace down the right hand side, looking for a cutback. There was no one home. Two of the orange shirts should have been making their way into the area for that cutback. Not to be on that occasion. Here they come again. Really nice pace and tempo to this game, and these two teams, of course, are the favourites to make it to the semi-finals. Chance maybe for Musharraf to take the shot straight to the hands of the keeper. An early save for both keepers. And BFC's goalkeeper Shayan Arman starting. And Sreenidhi Deccan has Nikota Tamang, as I already mentioned. In between the sticks, already making, I wouldn't say one save so far, but one punch out, one interception, and a few juggles as well. That's the ball at his feet, as you can see. So 5 minutes in, really impressive start from both teams. And when I did set eyes on the fixtures, this was definitely one that stood out. Sreenidi Deccan on the senior side, playing their trade in the I-League for a few years, came really close to winning it as well. Bengaluru FC now in the Indian Super League, of course. And they have had many domestic triumphs, winning all the trophies that there are to win. There's a chance. Final touch game of a defender. That's a corner. And of course, a very great continental show as well in Asia. BFC a few years ago. Corner for Sreenidi Deccan. Decent delivery, headed away. Second ball won by a blue shirt. For a second, I thought a counter-attack could have started off. Nice turn. Possession won back, but I think there was a foul before that. Jordan Paul with the captain's armband for BFC. Long ball, easy pickings. Another long ball played. Musharraf is going there. Great defensive work. Just stepping in the nick of time there. Making sure that there was no inroads towards the goal. Ratul, BFC's number 4. Standing tall. And on the other hand, good defensive work as well. But playing the ball backwards. This game could be settled by a solitary goal. We had a few high-scoring encounters. Sreenidi Deccan, as I said, won 4-2 versus Dream Big Soccer School. They also won 6-0 versus the likes of First Kick School of Soccer, Musharraf the Star, and that one scoring 5 out of the 6 goals. Rajkumar getting 1 as well. That's a nice pass around the corner. Neil Deepak holds on to possession, plays it backwards to Costa. Very mature, even at this young age, are these players, both sides. But Sreenidhi Deccan suffering a loss as well, losing 2-1 to South United FC. Musharraf scoring there as well. Early goals for South United in the first half, helping them to win that game. BFC winning 2-0 versus the Sports School. Good interception. And yesterday BFC also winning with an exhilarating last-minute dramatic winner from Tuboy to beat Sports School 1-0. 41st minute, 40 plus 1. That's when you want to score in the absolute dying moments of the game to give your side a win. Yesterday, we finished off with each team playing 2 games. These 2 sides won both of their games yesterday. And then today, Sreenidi Deccan, as I said, losing out on 1. They would want to win this to close that distance between them and BFC, who are looking to make it 4-4. Jordan Paul, quick feet, crosses it, beautiful cross, and what a save! But on the rebound, BFC open the scoring. Set up beautifully by their number 10. And that was a very good save by Tamang. But he couldn't get enough on it to keep it away from the rebound. Look at this. Getting past 3 players, crossing it in. First attempt was saved, but the second one put over the line by, I think it was Shayan Arman. Just confirm who scored the goal. What a chance and what a start for BFC. Just looking a little sharper as compared to Sreenidi Deccan. Nice turn. That's Asif Khan, I beg your pardon, who scored that goal. The number 23, not the number 22. Shayan is the number 22, the keeper. So Asif getting on the score sheet. But that was made by Jordan Paul. Fantastic work down the left-hand side. Asif did score in the 20th minute yesterday in that 11-0 victory versus the Second Kick. And now they've won possession again. Here's another opportunity. Jordan gets past 1, gets past 2, and then the shot is over the top from Asif after Tamang got there and just thwarted out any sort of danger which was brewing. This is where Jordan could have unleashed the shot, tried to get the ball roll past the defender, then tried to dribble the keeper, and this time the rebound not favouring Asif. Over the top, nothing to it. Bit of possession now for BFC. 13 minutes played, 7 to go. Sreenidi Deccan not feeling like themselves right now. They're around the corner. Nice pass. Decent touch there from Neil. Can't get away from that watertight SDFC defense, at least at that point. And of course, I mentioned that these two teams are favourites for the semi-finals. They take that one more step and they're probably favourites to make the finals as well. Of course, the other teams doing well. But these are the two big names coming into the International Cup of Joy, which has been a great tournament so far, always is every year. This year we're at the sports school, Kanakapura and Karnataka. It's great to see these sorts of tournaments being held for the youngsters. Live streamed, of course, on SportsKPI YouTube channel, giving them that exposure. Shot from distance, that'll be watched away with comfort by the keeper. 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Can SDFC clinch an equaliser? Or will they leave it for the second half? That hits the ref, but he allows play to continue. Falls kindly there for PFC, played wide. That's given away poorly. But then one back again. The Blues in cruise control of this matchup. Kept in play pretty nicely. In fact, no, the whistle has gone later. The ball played wide now to Ritwik. Loses possession though. I think they've just got to get past this 4 minutes Sreenidi Deccan and reset. Start playing a bit better in the second half. But you don't want to go into that second half 2 goals down. That's important. Headed away quite nicely, good technique. Just getting it away from danger. Bit of physicality being shown, which gets the crowd up and running. Long ball played. Defense doesn't deal with it quickly, and the keeper and the defense clash into each other. Devash Singh and Tamang both went for the ball. One of them hit the ball, and then the teammate. I don't think it's too serious, but a bit of treatment required. Weather has cleared up today. Yesterday it was raining quite a bit. And as Tamang gets a bit of treatment, remind you that we've got another game for you after this. Second kick Ghaziabad who just won versus first kick School of Soccer. Take on DBSS, Dream Big Soccer School, as we culminate day 2. And we'll do it all again tomorrow morning, day 3 of the International Cup of Joy, as we figure out who finishes top 4 and plays in the semi-finals. So action resumes. A bit of tussle towards that flag, corner flag on the left hand side. A few of the school students from the sports school watching on. It goes without saying they love their sports. Fantastic facility. Look at those banks, those hills on the behind the goal post. Which I've seen in quite a few grounds. Having called a few matches around the country. Nice picturesque way of watching the game. Of course, Indian football growing in leaps and bounds. With tournaments like this for the youth to play in, but also infrastructure wise. Look at this fantastic pitch here at the sports school, Kanakapura. Bit of space here for BFC. Sreenidhi Deccan almost had a nice 1-2 going in that on that right flank, but here come the Blues. Kept in play as we reached the 20-minute mark. Nicely left, but left for nobody. Good defensive work to come back and claim possession. Here come BFC though, looking to make it 2 at the stroke of half time. Not enough space to shoot there for Bexeco. He gets the ball back though, and there was a foul. In the middle of it all, so there will be a free kick for BFC just before we break for half time. Quite far out. Seiko fancies his chances, takes the shot. Keeper does well to gather it. Didn't have enough power on the shot. What a brilliant throw there from Tamang. Set off down the right hand side. It's a bit of a heavy touch from Ritwik, who's active on the right. And now, space opening up. No, just too far beyond Neil Deepak. It's been an impressive first half from BFC. Sreenidi Deccan need to pick it up a bit in the second half. Another run out. Ball is played through. Quite a good ball actually. Challenge comes in. Very good tackle. Could be a goal kick. I think it came off the blue shirt. Another ball down the line. Not found though. 2 minutes played at the end of the first half. The referee gets ready to call half time. He just lets it go. Maybe one last attack. Kept in well by Neil. There will be a throw, so there is a bit of time for that. So that will be half time. Really impressive move down the left from Jordan Paul, setting it up for Asif Khan. Gives the Blues the lead. A slender 1-0 lead at halftime versus Sreenidi Deccan. All to play for in match 13 as the Deccan Warriors will want to make a comeback in the second half. We'll slip into a short break and come back for that second 20 minutes. We're back live for the second half. A 1-0 lead for Bengaluru FC as they kick us off in the second half. And as I said, Sreenidhi Deccan need to improve slightly in this second half, because in the first half they weren't really making too many moves, and quite often were just sitting back and defending actually. And that needs to be changed if they are to try and win this one, if they are to try and even draw this one. I haven't seen too many draws in this International Cup of Joy. One more game to go after this one, as I alluded to earlier. A bit of space down the left for BFC, but they can't use it. A couple of games tomorrow for these sides as well. Sreenidi Deccan start off early in the morning, 7:30 versus second kick Ghaziabad. That will be an important game. And then again they play at 11:30 in the morning versus the sports school. BFC have their games at 10:30 versus first kick and 3:30 versus BBSS. So I'll see you for a few of those tomorrow. Here comes Sreenidhi Deccan for the first proper chance of the game actually. I haven't seen them create too much just yet. But not being able to hold on to possession and create something worthwhile. Cleared away by BFC. Jordan Paul plays it through. That's a fantastic ball. It's a chance for BFC again. Good defensive work. Asif plays it back, and then the shot is a bit wayward. Really good defensive work actually. Three minutes in, if BFC scored another, it could be curtains. Good play by Tamang, that was not easy. Smashes it long. That's a fantastic goal kick from an under 14 boy. Almost kicks it the full length of the pitch. Wonderful. At this age. Lots of space here for BFC. They've got to try and make the most of it. Ball is played through. This could be the goal. This is the second. What a finish from Asif. Set up this time by Neil Deepak. 2 goals that are good for BFC. Lightning quick counter-attacking football from them, leaving Sreenidhi Deccan in their wake. Ball was played wide by Jordan. Neil plays a nice outstep pass and finished coolly by Asif. He's got an eye for goal. No chance for Tamang to save that one. The defense just couldn't keep up with the pace of BFC. And I think now this game could be beyond the Deccan Warriors. Musharraf has been kept very quiet so far. Scoring 5 goals in one game And he needs a few of those in this game. Here he is, as he looks to inspire this Sreenidi Deccan side. Good work there to come back and win the ball. From Thangjam Jackson Mite, who also scored a couple. There's Asif getting his second on a hat trick. Said that Musharraf has got 5 in one game. Asif has got a couple. He'll love to score a hat trick for his side. Pretty comfortable now for BFC. Can't take it lightly though, that's a corner. Taken quickly, to no avail though. BFC have a chance to clear it and they do. But nobody chasing that one, everybody falling back to defend. Which makes a bit of sense, of course. 2-0 lead. Look at those mountains in the background. Really picturesque spot. You can see a bit of cricket being played on the other ground. What a fantastic facility.
next thing check
7 minutes played in the first half. Second half. 13 to go. And Sreenidi Deccan pull one back for now. Getting a bit more possession as the game progresses, but not making anything worthwhile out of it. Namgangba plays it through. Musharraf has a bit of space, but that's a good challenge. Coming in there from Rathun. Here comes Sreenidi Deccan again. Hopeful ball, nothing comes off it. And now they'll have to backtrack and reset. A bit of a race to the ball. I think it hasn't been kept in.
ಮೊನ್ನೆಗೆ ಅವ್ನು ಫೋನೇ ಎತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಕಣ ಪಾಪ ಅವನ್ನ ಬಲ್ಲೆ ಬೇಜಾರು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ನೇನೋ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಮ್ ಹಣ್ಣು ಸಾರ್ ಅವ್ರು ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದವ್ರು ಡಾಟಾ ಎತ್ಕೊಬನ್ನಿ ಸಾರ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ.
Almost halfway through the second half. They need one back here, Sreenidi Deccan as soon as possible, but BFC, the way they're playing, they're sitting back for now, but on the counter attack, I'm sure they will be ready to pounce. That's a poor clearance, luckily. It comes back towards a blue shot. Arav just tidying up a bit. Tekho plays it back. Nice 1-2. But then well dealt with by Lamgamba.
ಮನೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಅವ್ರ ಊರು ಗೊತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತು ನನ್ಕ. ಅಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ ಏನೋ ಗಲಾಟೆ ಆಗ್ತಾಯ್ತಣ್ಣ, ಬತ್ತೀನಣ್ಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದು 3 ದಿನದಿಂದ. ಇವಾಗ ಫೋನು ಎತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಗಂಟ ಬರಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಮುಂದೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು.
was a foul near the official's desk, but you couldn't really see it
ನಾಳೆ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ
due to the tent.
ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಎಲ್ಲೋಗ್ತದೆ ಕ್ಯಾಶು ಜೂನ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಇಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಪ್ಪಿ ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ದುಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಶಾರ್ಟ ಎಂಪೋರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ್ಯಂಟಿ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ
Decent ball through, keeper comes out, punches.
ಯಾವ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡಿ 1500 ನಾವೇನು ಮುಂದೆ ಯಾವ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಎರಡು 6 ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ 9,000 ಇಲ್ಲೇ 9,000
A bit of a push there again, no foul says the ref. The assistant is also in a good position, and now it opens up. Musharraf goes past one, can't go past the second. Somehow keeps possession, and then draws the foul. Just needed to play that towards the right hand side, or rather tap it towards the right hand side. He had a lot of space that he gone through. But of course, good defensive work. 2-on-1 situation, you've got to back the defenders. And they somehow managed to get things in order. But Musharraf lines up one from quite a distance. Smashes that, what a shot and what a goal! This boy is an absolute star. A cracking goal from Sreenidi Deccan's number 26, who scored 5 in the previous game, but this one is as special as all of those combined. No chance for the keeper, it was swerving, it was dipping, it was hit with venom. If he can strike a ball like that at this age, imagine what he's going to do when he becomes stronger and bigger and better. The future of Indian football is bright, I'll tell you that much. What a strike! Just when we felt that it could be slipping away from Sreenidhi Deccan, Musharraf has given them a bit of hope. Last 6 times to run through. Really good defensive work there from Musharraf himself. A bit of a foul spotted there, and it's going to be a yellow card. Referee taking good control of this game. And a yellow card brandished to Boy, who himself produced something special in that 41st minute winner yesterday for BFC. Sreenidi Deccan will have a spring in their step now. Bengaluru FC, you've got to be careful. Here's another ball played through. Header wasn't guided past, but just basically hit the head of the player. Not much possession now for the Blues. Sreenidi Deccan have a bit of momentum on their side. Not rushing it either. Holding on to possession as much as they can. Confirmation of Musharraf's goal. What a beauty.
ಫುಟ್ಬಾಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ತೆಗಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ನಾನೊಂದು ಹಾಫ್ ಅನ್ ಅವರ್ ಆಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮ್ ಕಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕಳಿಸ್ಲಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ
touch out will be another throw in. 6 minutes to play. Can the Deccan Warriors get an equalizer? Well, with this boy in the form that he's in, you can't count them out. Loses possession this time though. Challenge comes in from behind. That's a foul. Yeah, eventually given. You can't hold the ball like that in your legs when you're on the ground. Jackson Singh. Tamang comes out and clears really well. It wasn't a bad ball at all. It was a good delivery from Shaurya Veer Verma, who heads it away. In fact, it wasn't him. He didn't make his way back so quickly. It was another defender. 5 minutes left in this game. What a matchup it's been. Lived up to its billing. But Sreenidhi Deccan will be disappointed if they can't get an equalizer. For the simple reason is they've not created too much. They've only scored out of that bit of brilliance from Musharraf. We're wanting to create at least one more good chance before the game ends. Here they come down the right hand side. The chance maybe that they were waiting for. They'll get a corner. Tolza comes in. Is asking for the ball to play towards him. That's a decent shot. And straight to the hands of the keeper. Another ball around the corner. Good defensive work. But they need a few attacks here. Sreenidhi Deccan couldn't make anything out of that corner that they got. Kaiku was looking for that switch of play, couldn't find it. Seko had to play it back and had to play it back perfectly, which he did. That'll be a VFC throw. In fact, it was a foul before the ball went out of play. So it will be a free kick. Into a decent area once again. Nice header away. Bit of space down the left hand side. That's a hopeful ball. Chances to put the ball out of play. Even though there was a bit of time to get the ball under control and then clear it, but not done by now FC. Jordan Paul plays it back. And they play that outlet ball, which is important, towards Asif. Looks for the turn, doesn't find it. Very good hold up play from him. As things stand, it is his goal which is separating the teams. One of his two goals at least. One of them cancelled out by Musharraf. Still about 100 seconds and more to play. Nice turn. That should be a foul. That's exactly what BFC want. They want those fouls. They want to run the clock down. Another long ball. That's all they need to do. Take it away from their goal. Musharraf wins this. This is a chance for him. Good defensive work there. The limit of time from Rathun, who's been solid at the back. Another ball played in, headed away. We've hit the 40-minute mark. Now it's about added time where the ref deems to be fit. Get at least a couple of minutes, according to me. No, not the best of goal kicks at all. Into space, mashed away. We've already said that Tamang's kicks are fantastic. It goes out of play. Now or never for Sreenidhi Deccan. Rishi Kumar. Played backwards. Here they are. Need to get up the pitch. All DFC players back defending. And two good challenges there from the skipper, Jordan Mobin Paul. Into the space it goes again. Neil Deepak has a chance to run at them. He does. Looks for the cross, instead keeps it with his team. He realizes that it's better to just keep the ball in that position, in that area, in the final few seconds of the game. DFC still have possession. Shaurya to Sekho. Nicely played there. This is a great move. Sekho might not get there. Does well to block it off as the attempted clearance was made by Nivash. 2 minutes played. You can sense the urgency. Tamang can launch it long. Let's see how far he can kick it this time. Only as far as the halfway line. That is a lot. That is really far for this age. Nice outstep ball. But that should be comfortably claimed by Arman. That should be the game, I think. And it is the game. Bengaluru FC win this one. And that's a huge 3 points for them. They keep themselves at the top of the table in the International Cup of Joy. A brace from Asif, set up nicely by Jordan and Neil for Bengaluru FC. A cracking goal by Musharraf for Sreenidhi Deccan. And at full time, one of the best games of the competition comes to an end with DFC 2, Sreenidhi Deccan 1. And the Blues stay at the top of the table. After this match, 14 kicks off. And second kick, Ghaziabad FC take on DBSS Rajendran Football School. Make sure to join us for that on SportsKPI's YouTube channel in some time.